It's March 14th, 2020, also known as Pi Day, and it is day 3 of DTV's Life During COVID-19.
Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Haley, and the past couple of days have been pretty crazy. I got called into work at around 1 o'clock yesterday, Friday, and a couple other kids my age had to show up too because it was that busy. We needed that many employees. Normally, we only have 1 to 2 cashiers at a time, and we had to have 4 at one point. Toilet paper was gone before I even got there. Hand sanitizer had been gone since the day before. We had a lot of big purchases when normally we don't have a whole lot unless like a restaurant comes in. By 4 o'clock, my manager pulled me aside and was like, "We've made $40,000 in sales," when, the average for Fridays at that time was around 20,000. It was crazy. A lot of customers came in saying that they'd been to Sam's before they came there, saying that they'd been to Walmart, which are right around the corner, and that everything was gone. People were just like shoveling things into their cart because they were afraid it was going to be gone the next day. It was a mess. My cousin works at Meijer's, and they told him not to even come in yesterday because they didn't have anything to put on the shelves for him to do. And even today, Saturday, my mom woke me up at 7 in the morning to go shopping because she wanted to beat the rush to make sure we could get food, because we buy food weekly, and we don't have anything, and she was afraid that we wouldn't have anything, and it wasn't as crazy this morning. We went so early, so it wasn't super bad. Toilet paper gone, of course. A lot of tissues. There wasn't any tissues at Meijer's. There was no like baby wipes or anything like that. There was, the produce section was there, the canned goods were there, but I don't know. I think it's really crazy. I don't think it's, I don't know.
Hey, it's day 3 for the it's day 3, the coronavirus thing. So Trump yesterday called a national state of emergency, so that will bring in hopefully more good things. I've seen that down in Texas they have a vaccine started, so it shouldn't be too long till hopefully it happens. But yeah, so I haven't really been doing much. I've just kind of been chilling at home. I'm sad about the break, but in a way I'm not, because it'll give me time to catch up on my homework. But yeah, and I'm starting to feel better. So I could have just survived the coronavirus, but I'm going to hope not.
All right, y'all, day 3. I'm at the house. It's Saturday. Normally, I'd be in the house this weekend watching the Big Ten tournament, hooping it up. That's not happening. So, gonna start a little early spring cleaning. This is how we do. Got to get my garage. I let this thing get overgrown, vines and crap. Time to get rid of that. Got the clippers out. We're about to go to work on that. A couple things keep running through my head. First thing is the media overreacting to this? I mean, we're shutting everything down, but we only have 25 cases in Michigan. But then you flip that thing and you say, okay, we got 25 confirmed cases in Michigan, and maybe we only have 25 because of all the precautions we're taking. So that's just where we're at. So, I mean, that's the thing that's bouncing probably between everyone's head. Is this crazy or is this correct? So that's the thought I'm stuck with every day. Getting to work, y'all.
Hello, it is coronavirus day 3. Right now I'm just kind of stuck in my house, and I haven't done much. I know yesterday I went into the school to get some stuff done, and get all my stuff that was there, and then today I got up, I went and I took a shower so that I could feel clean, even though, but yeah, so I got up and I took a shower, and then I've just kind of been lounging around, trying to get some stuff done, just like miscellaneous schoolwork that I would like to have turned in by the time that we get back. And I know I was writing a speech for school, so I don't know if I do that or if I don't. I'm just kind of in like a what do I do type of state right now, just because that's what this is, I guess. Just kind of a state of what do I do right now with my life? Because usually, obviously, it's the weekend, so it's not like we would have been in school anyways, but it's just a very weird thing to think that, like, I'm not going back to school, I guess. So I guess that's where, like, the what do I do type stuff comes in. But yeah, that's about it. And yeah, I'm sure I'll do something else today, but as of right now, I'm really not sure.
Hello, I'm Mason Pullman's here with DTV News, and this is day 3 of Life During COVID-19, our video journal series. The number of cases in Michigan of coronavirus has jumped up to about 25 now, and as of right now, there's 26 more cases still pending, like confirmation. In terms of my life, it hasn't really affected me that much. I mean, I've just kind of been sticking around the house all day. Yesterday, I was out and about doing stuff for DTV, out to the soccer fields. I didn't really do much. But now, today, I've just been kind of sitting around, relaxing at home. It hasn't changed my life that much. It's just not much we can really go out and do. My dad went to the store this morning and we usually get 2% milk. He had to get fat-free milk because every other kind of milk was gone because people are worried, and so they're buying up everything they can. It's crazy. I mean, I never thought I'd experience something like this in my lifetime, but it's crazy. So just keep washing your hands really good, often, with hot water, and stay safe. And if you're using hand sanitizer, make sure to scrub really good, because that friction is what's going to help you get rid of that bacteria. But otherwise, not much different, just a lot of stuff about coronavirus in the news. That's all for me.
All right, so day 3 of our coronavirus coverage, our life during COVID-19. I'm Amy Lesko, and I am one of the instructors for DTV. I didn't do the first 2 days because it has been a little intense. I have to say, for probably 3 days straight this week, I had a tension headache, just moving from my left side to my right side to my left side. I came home with a migraine one day. Not because I'm scared of what's going on, but because there's so much information coming at you quickly. And being a journalist, being an instructor for the new future of journalism, it can get a little overwhelming with, teaching our children responsible journalism while also listening to them and hearing how they're feeling about the whole situation. So I had a rough week. It was just so much. My life went from being busy every day of the week, between voice lessons for my oldest daughter and musical rehearsals, and my other daughter and I both take Irish dance, and she does private lessons through that, and daddy-daughter dance, and every day we have something. Typically, we are a very busy family, and I've always been used to my life just go, 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 with work to having events in the evening and stuff. So everything went from go, 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 go to wow, here's all this information happening so quickly, and stop.
So it's day 3 of the whole coronavirus, living with COVID-19. People are freaking. People are running to the stores. You have to get there at like 6 because everything is like coming off the shelves so fast. So you have to be there like right when they restock, stuff like that. A lot of things that I hear over social media is that a lot of people are worried about, like, well, what if they close down the post office, or, like, for example, the airlines, those people who have jobs, like, what happens to the people who can't work during the coronavirus? And I mentioned something to my mom about it, and her company, they're a family business, and her boss actually paid everybody, well, not her boss, the head of the company paid everybody 40 free hours because he knew that people were being affected by corona, and some people had to stay home with their kids and stuff. And on top of that, they're only working in offices of like maybe 6 people now, as opposed to 40, because they're sending some people home to do their work on their laptop at home, or they are, they just don't have to work. Some of them are coming into work, but you're still getting paid. I do encourage that for like a bunch of Davison businesses, especially work with like a smaller staff, but the people that you work for, they're your family, and in times of crisis you kind of need to take care of them sometimes. Today it kind of made me notice, there's times when you can be with your family and you love spending time with them, but that worry of, like, are they going to be affected by this virus? Are people we know going to be affected by this virus? Stuff like that. It's worrisome. It really is.
Hey guys, this is Drew Ritter from DTV News, and this is our 3rd day of the COVID-19 coverage, and the day after we all woke up to the news that Davison High School would be closing down for the next few weeks. And I mean, what can I say? This is absolutely crazy. I never expected anything like this to happen during my time at Davison, but I mean, here we are, and DTV is going to be doing all we can to keep you guys informed and know what's going on. And speaking of that, I'm sure all of you guys know that the grocery stores are very scarce right now, and a lot of people have been reporting on that. I personally haven't seen that for myself yet, so that's actually what I'm going to go out and do today. It's about 10:05 in the morning. And yeah, so I'll see you guys there, and I'll keep you guys updated. Just arrived at the Kroger in Inlay City. Seems to be pretty poppin'. A lot of people coming in and out, but we'll see how things are back inside. What's up, guys? I just got back from a grocery store up in Imlay, and it was exactly what I thought it would be like. Vegetables wiped out, frozen foods wiped out, and of course, toilet paper. That aisle was just, there was nothing left, and so it's definitely affecting areas outside of Davison and all around. So please, guys, make sure you're staying safe. But don't forget to have some fun too, So I'll see you guys on day 4.
This is weird. Very, very weird. I went to Starlight Coney Island this morning to have breakfast with my family, and there was hardly any tables that were full. It was very, very weird because that's not normal at 9 in the morning on a Saturday. Went to Myers this morning, and they only had a few cases of water left, so I ended up picking one up. It's crazy because resources that we used to take for granted, like toilet paper and hand sanitizer and all that stuff, we don't have a lot of it anymore because of this outbreak or this pandemic. I know I was talking to my cousin last night. She graduated from Davison last year. She goes to SVSU. And we were both talking about how this is so weird. I cannot believe how fast this happened. I'm at a loss for words, honestly. I don't know how to describe this, but I know that this is definitely something that will go down in history books and that schools in like 10, 20 years will talk about. This is so weird. I'll see you tomorrow.
I'm not angry, although my emotions go up and down, and social media has been tough because there's a lot of misinformation and there's a lot of angry people. And I was just talking to our dance teacher, who is also a journalist, So she's been dealing with a lot of that, and a lot of people telling her that, it's their fault. It's the media's fault. And that's tough being an instructor who is teaching children how to responsibly report the news. So I do get angry at sometimes with that. But she said, the good thing is that none of us really know what's going on. This is the first time for pretty much everyone. I think the last biggest thing was 9/11, but most of our children were not here during that. So none of us know what's gonna happen. None of us know what to expect. We've never been through something like this before. So I think in those times when we don't know, people tend to get angry and they look for someone to blame, and people get nervous. And I'm not going to tell people how to react. That's not for me to do. I think you should react however you see fit. Maybe stop and think and understand that all of us are going through this too. But it's tough to see journalist friends getting blamed for things like this. So just be kind to one another. Try and do anything to just keep your mind off it and keep your spirits lifted. Do something silly. Play some board games with your family, although I know some families that doesn't always work out so well. You might end up in a fight if it's Monopoly. But yeah, just stay safe. Keep your hands washed. And I don't know, take this time as reflection and just be good to one another. All right, well, I will check in for day 4 tomorrow. Bye.
Yeah, I guess that's day 3.